Season 2 of Netflix's Mismatched is upon us. But is it the definitive young adult romance series that we desperately deserve? Let's break it down. Season 2 picks up moments after the events of the Season 1 finale. After the explosive fight at the end of last season, the turbulent Dimple, Rishi, will they, won't they continues. Along with them, the other students on the Jaipur-based app development course are back to give us more tiffs, rifts, heartache, heartbreak, butterflies, backstabbing, and beyond. Damn, this is some 3-month summer course, huh? Considering they've managed to extract and squeeze out 2 entire seasons of angsty teen drama out of it. But Season 2 Mismatched continues to be a wonderfully well-packaged show with so many winning surface-level elements. The fizzy, colourful visuals, the spunky energy, the endearing cast of good-looking people, and even a great album. But beneath the sparkly surface, the substance is less exciting. At its breezy best, Mismatched shines bright because we need more young adult stories and desperately need more romances on streaming, rather than because of any kind of standout storytelling. Once again, the series uses its characters to explore a variety of young people problems and trending hashtags, discovering your sexuality, body image issues, mental health, the pressures of losing your virginity, and beyond. Like Netflix's own Sex Education, which is clearly a major reference for this show, Mismatched continues to try and have us empathize with its roster of characters, especially the asshole-ish bullies. While the characters here certainly don't have the depth or potency of Sex Education, this show makes an honest effort nonetheless. Nowhere is that clearer than with the arc of Anmol, played by Tarak Raina. He was one of the biggest bullies last time around, and this season his well-intentioned arc sees him in therapy trying to understand his rage and work through to self-acceptance. But the sincere attempts of writers Ghazal Daliwal, Arsh Vora, Nandini Gupta, Sunaina Kumari, and Akshay Jhunjhunwala to give each character their due leads to a bit of an odd structure for the season. Each episode is guided by the voiceover narration of a different character, which is, in theory, a great idea. But instead of using this device to give shifting perspectives to explore the inner worlds of different characters, it's left as just a voiceover. So, for example, the episode narrated by Selena, played by a well-cast Muskan Jafri, isn't that much more about Selena's character and her arc than any other episode. She just narrates over a few scenes. It's sort of neither here nor there. Unlike shows like Never Have I Ever or Sex Education, which at times have entire episodes unfold through other characters' perspectives, where they are the focus. There are also times the dialogue feels stilted, as if the cast didn't have room to make the words their own.
Geeky, nerdy, pyar, jo same-sex friendly bhi hai. Nicely done, yeah?
Season 2 also had me thinking a lot about this idea of heaviness and lightness and the delicate balance between the emotionally intensive portions of these characters' struggles versus the fluffier, feel-good, funnier aspects of the romance and comedy. I think it's because the show leans into its angsty drama elements a great deal, but on the opposing side, it doesn't offer enough humor to balance things out and give us more to enjoy and have fun with. It's a balancing act the best coming-of-age shows get right. For example, through this season, we do get a number of these delightful flights of fancy imagination sequences and skits, like every time Dimple pitches a new app idea, or when a character daydreams about her teacher in a porn film, or an insanely fun virtual reality dance-off. I just wish we got a lot more of those. Despite that, the show remains an appealing, easy watch due to its charming cast. As Dimple, the girl constantly caught between her heart and ambitions, Prajakta Koli continues to be endlessly endearing, as is the ever-earnest Rohit Saraf as Rishi. Elsewhere, as Harsh, Vihan Samart, armed with his impressive American accent, is given a lot more to do this time around. And the show does well to navigate the Harsh, Dimple, Rishi love triangle with a touching sensitivity. But I have to say, last season it felt like Dimple had a lot more to do outside of just liking boys. But for the majority of this season, her entire journey revolves around the two boys and her feelings for them. As compared to, say, Rishi's character, who has an entire arc about his family drama and stepfather and brother and beyond. In terms of the supporting characters, I continue to love the casting of Rannvijay and the natural ease he brings to Sid Sir, the teacher of the course. It was also wonderful to see Jugal Hansraj on screen again, here as Rishi's sketchy stepfather. What doesn't work quite as well, however, are the new female characters who aren't as fleshed out as you'd hope. Sanjana Sarthi as Rishi's underwritten new love interest, Sanskriti, has a forced charm and little impact. Similarly, Priya Banerjee, who plays Aisha, the new faculty member, has a strange, jarring dubbing issue which makes it very difficult to take her seriously. Where Mismatched should certainly win an award, however, isn't cramming in as many app-related life metaphors as possible. Each character's voiceover draws some parallels between making an app and life advice. We get lines like life isn't all zeros and ones, or how you can never just refresh or reinstall life like an app.
क्या अभी भी reset का option हो सकता है?
Or my personal favorite is when a character says, camera 50 megapixel ka ho ya 100. Eventually, we see a picture through the lens of our hearts. Cool. Simplistic as it is, Mismatched is a mostly pleasant watch. But to put it in the language of the show, I just wish the functionality and coding and back-end development was as impressive as the sweet, colorful, easy on the eyes user interface. I think that analogy makes sense, right? You can watch Mismatched Season 2 on Netflix. Would I recommend the show to a friend? If you're desperate for a simple, cutesy love story about young love, then sure, why not? But also go watch Sex Education.